What's up, guys? It's Captain House Production 72 with the March update of 2024. Even though I've not numbered them, you can see I've got a lot of updates points to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 13 points. So it'll be one of the longer update videos. But I've got a few things to discuss. I can't believe we're in March already. This is the third update video I've made this year. And it feels like yesterday was making the one for February, but here we are, March 1st. So even managed to get up on the first day of the month. That feels progressive, given this channel's where we can be at times with that. But let's jump into our first point is with the display, which has changed quite a fair bit. I'm actually quite excited to show off, because there are a few things on the display that I've not shown off yet. So let's get started. So decided to change something completely and have the Indiana Jones stuff up here, or some of it. See, there's something to talk about with the other sets, but we've got, the Shanghai Chase set from 09, and then goes the Temple of the Golden Idol up there, walking across the bed. Coming along here, we've got a whole bunch of Republic stuff, or well, some of it is. We've got AATs and whatnot here, but, I'm continuing the trend of keeping minifigures on my display. We've got this really cool well, I was going to say semi-imperial, but there's like a giant B-wing in here. And I kind of like to have all the kind of classic era Lego Star Wars minifigures for each other. Yes, there's things like Malgus and the Queen Padme and whatnot here, but, some Imperial. But I just wanted them all be up here for some reason. Got a really cool classic Stormtrooper, which I got recently in my last video, which I believe was the minifigure haul. Coming here, we've got a Clone Trooper shelf, and earlier today I actually out of curiosity, I want to see how many of these I have, the 08 Phase 1s, because keep in mind they're not all on the shelf. I'm not going to reveal the number here, but you'll be very surprised in May, which, we've got 2 months. 2 months and 3 days till the Clone Army video comes out, which is really exciting, given how big that's grown. Coming down here, we have some new sets. Now, I talked at length, in fact I've made an announcement video where I talked about the idea of not buying sets, and there's 2 here you'll instantly recognise I've bought. Here we have this shelf here, so this is kind of my Jabba the Hutt shelf. Yes, I did end up getting the 2006 Jabba Sailbard. Of course, we've got the Skiff and the Sarlacc. We've got some other Tatooine based stuff here. Over there, my gold chrome C-3PO, which is become one of my favourite minifigures. I did a whole video with that. And I still cannot believe that I have one of these. To me, the thought of owning this is absolutely insane. I tell you, that's something I did really well last month. So I got some haul videos out, because normally when I buy stuff, I just buy it and that's it. But it was nice to do some content on it. You got some Jabba's Palace is something I really worked on. And if you've seen the minifigure haul video, you'll know that I did get a lot of minifigures that would go here. One of my favourite ones is the Torture Droid EV-99. But pretty cool display. And yes, I bought new sets after saying I wouldn't, but I'm going to kind of talk about what led me to buy those. Coming down here, we got Cloud City, which is still something I don't believe that I own. Of course, I don't own the figures. I do have the Vader, the Boba Fett, and the Carbonite, which is, just in there. And, well done me, I knocked over a Stormtrooper. But, it's pretty cool. I was able to display it next to this set, which was also one of my whole videos. It's the 2011 Millennium Falcon. Very nostalgic set. That's a lot of kind of sentimental value. I was cool having those next to each other. Of course, you do end up kind of sacrificing it. Try getting the kind of walkway where you would have the I am your father scene. So, yeah, there is that. Coming down here, we just got kind of basically just prequels aura set. Got the bag for the Shadow Earth Trooper. Got the Malevolence. Got a whole bunch of villains and just so just more or less a big shelf for the kind of prequel where all the Jedis, and this is pretty cool. We've got the light up Mace Windu over here. So that is all pretty cool stuff. Down here is just a more Rebel shelf. Pretty cool. I like this part myself, all the Rebel pilots, and this is kind of just randomised down here. We've got, it was organised at Hoth at first, but I had some separatist stuff down there. We've got these. I did this at the start and I thought this was ideal, or not ideal, but a pretty cool idea. So I have had these pick-a-brick cups. I don't really use them, actually selling some of them, but I thought I'd use the half-size one for Anakin and Obi-Wan Starfighters. I don't know why, but I just thought it was a really cool idea. And of course, we have the Twilight and the Batmobile. I'm not showing off a certain shelf because I don't want to give away an episode of a series that'll be coming out on Tuesday, but I've started to do this thing with the battle pack, so I have 4 of them. I'm actually going to be buying a 5th one today. I have, in fact, I can show 2 of the figures. I have 1 Shock Trooper and 1 Phase 2. I'm not showing any more on the stand, but the rest of them are here. All the droids are there. I have a 4th set of the builds, which I will be building and stuff, but that'll be coming out. So not coming out, confused modes. We're building that probably later on, because I do intend on building all the builds you get. So she'll probably have our second point is the new sets. So the 06 Sail Barge and the 2011 Falcon. Why did I buy these after saying I wasn't buying sets? So quite a lot has happened in the month of February. Like, I'm not going to get into personal stuff, but it wasn't great, and I required some cheering up. So I kind of went through. I don't know if anyone else in the LEGO community ever does stuff like this, but it's, you know, I find it therapeutic and relaxing. It was the Falcon I was wanting to buy just for many reasons. I remember getting that set for my 9th birthday back in 2012. The Sail Barge is one I never owned but really wanted. You can see 3PO and Jabba in there. So that's kind of my reasoning. Like, yeah, I broke my rule, but at the same time, I'm sold that much stuff. I even sold something earlier today. The Buyer King collected that. So it's, in my mind, I can justify these purchases because I'm making space. So, yeah. Third point is, yeah, I failed my challenge. I failed the no Lego buying challenge, and you know, I did really well. When I say no Lego buying challenge, I was okay to buy minifigures. I was allowing myself to do that. Well, got some coins up on the turbo tank as well. I was allowing myself to buy minifigures. That wasn't the bother. The thing I was trying not to do is not to buy, anything bigger than, the battle packs. And of course, I mean, a Falcon and that is a failure 100%. Oh, by the way, both sets were complete with minifigures. This was sealed. This was used. I was not paying the price that this goes for brand new. But yeah, I'd say I failed the challenge, which, I mean, I'm not proud of, to be honest with you, but, I was always probably going to fail it anyway. But I'm putting my foot down with myself this time round, and plus I'm out of space, so it will just be battle packs and minifigures, and there'll be a point talking about army building in this update, so stay tuned for that. Our next point is coming this month. So this month I'm planning for some reviews. I'm thinking I'm going to try and get the review of the Executor out. I've had that set since release and I've just not managed to get around to it because I'm trying to figure out, right, what sets do I still have for review? So the Executor, the Sail Barge, the Falcon. I can't do Cloud City because I don't own all the figures for Cloud City, so that's why I've not done that set. But those are the sets I have left for review. I have the 1989 Batmobile as well. But we're more or less running out of reviews, which is kind of good that I did those 2 haul videos. But it is becoming a bit of an issue, so I'm gonna try and figure out some sort of other content I can make at the same time, or something else. But we'll get to that. Our next point is selling sets. So I've been very successful. We have 2 boxes here, and this went down from originally 4 boxes. One of them being that big box I believe I showed in the last update, which contained the Death Star, which I have successfully sold. So we got the indie sets from last year. I'm selling these personally because, I don't need the bit. It's a space thing, and those sets, like, yeah, the airplane and the car's okay. I'm not a big fan of the Well of Souls, because how flimsy that set is. And this thing down here is all the Clone Walkers and stuff. Like, I'm not downsizing my army. Well, I am a little bit vehicle-wise, but I'm doing it for the reason that I'm not a fan of those 501st Walkers, and it's just a whole bunch of sets and stuff that's like I'm planning to buy other versions of, so I don't like Anakin's pod racers in there. I don't need more than one Anakin's pod racer, and I'm planning to buy the set at some point where it's the dual pack of Anakin and Sebulba, so it's things like that. I've sold the Death Star, I've sold 2 boxes of just parts, so yeah. A bit sick. Found this pilot on the floor, he's falling off the shelf. You're going here. Can't find a space here on the top. So there is that. I'll be very successful, and again, that helped me justify this purchase, because, these I actually do want, and, it was well worth all the money I spent on those sets, but yeah, I got good deals on them. Our next point is buying the new sets, so meaning the ones that just come out today, the Invisible Hand, the Tantive 4 Hallway, R2, and the Tantive 4, and the Falcon. So they're all good sets. Out of all of them, I was on night shift last night, and I was leaving work, and I could have gotten a bus directly to where the Lego store is, and I really harshly debated going straight after work to pick up the Invisible Hand. I decided against, me doing that, which I'm kind of glad I did. I'm gonna see. I think Lego are now calling it the Starship Collection. I've already got one of the sets in it. That is a subline that I would be more than happy to buy all of because they're really cool. I mean, I can't wait to do my review of this because I've got so much positive opinions on that set. It's an amazing piece. I wasn't a big fan of the helmets. Some of them looked okay, but just not for me. But 100% buy the rest of those. It'd be kind of cool to do a complete collection of those. And I like the fact that they're doing prequel era stuff with it. Is quite good. But when will I buy them? I don't really know. I'm trying to not buy sets now. I mean, I bought these two. That was definitely breaking the challenge enough. Our buying on our next point is thoughts on the Bad Batch so far. So, I'm referencing Bad Batch Season 3 when I say that. So if you've not seen the third... Dust. If you've not seen Bad Batch Season 3 or any of them, please click off or skip. I repeat, if you have not seen Bad Batch Season 3, click off or skip. So my thoughts on it is, it feels like it's going really slow. Omega's not my favourite character in general, so it's like, I'm finding it a bit boring, but also it is kind of cool at the same time, It's like, Bad Batch is a great show visually, but in terms of content, it can be a bit boring. That's what I've really got to say. I've only seen the first 3 episodes. I know there's a 4th one out. I think it came out 2 days ago at the time of recording, but I've just not had the time to watch it. New series starting this month. So, on the 29th of this month, I'm planning to start a new series because I've mentioned in the update, the announcement video that I was moving. Obviously, all of this has to go somewhere in my new room, and it's not. See, I've moved room twice for the time this channel has existed. I moved house in the big room that you guys may remember going back 3 years ago to when I was still in that room. And then this one, so I never really filmed the moving between or the packing up progress, but because I'm moving to another city and doing all that stuff, I think it'd be kind of fun to make a series. But what would be even more interesting is a series, called Building a Lego Room. So it's like, I might do a series with the room I'm going in, getting painted, putting up shelving, furniture, and kind of it'd be something different, because it's not something I'm going to do very often, or like, there'll probably be many years between me doing something like that again, so it'll be really cool and interesting to try. So I'm going to be starting that on the 29th of this month. Oh, that's the plan anyway. Running out of sets, so that's something I wanted to jump into. We're running out of sets to review, and you're probably wondering, what kind of content are you going to be doing? Well, my goal is, until I move and I'm able to buy sets, because I'm going to wait till I've got a job in that secured when I move, before going nuts buying sets the way I do here. And one thought is, I'm thinking about collecting all of minifigure series. So I'm potentially, once I'm done the collecting every Clone Trooper series, I'm thinking about doing every Clone Wars based minifigure, because I feel like that'd be quite fun. I have a vast majority of those, so I don't think it would take as long as it has done to get all the Clone Troopers. I've been doing that for about, maybe 6 months. But, it could still be an interesting concept. I've got a whole bunch of Lego Club magazines and retro catalogs and stuff. Those could make reviews. I'd be more than happy to go and buy more of those as well, because they are dirt cheap. So it's something that's an affordable thing to make videos off of. So our next point is the Phantom Menace re-release. So I've seen Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace many times, right? Probably thousands of times. But they're re-releasing it. I think it's not in April, I think in May. They're re-releasing kind of like what they did with Return of the Jedi last year, which I tried so desperately to get work off, and I was just unable. And this was at a time when my work were not giving me that much overtime. I tried this because I think you can tell by looking at my shelves, I really do like Return of the Jedi, but I was not able to go do it, and that was really annoying that I wasn't able to go and see that. So I'm going to try and make a point to go see the Phantom Menace in theaters. University update. So the whole update with that is I don't really talk too much about my personal life on here, but I feel like in this instance we are going to share some. So I got basically the offer, like I've reached the required grade for that, so it's all confirmed, it's all happening. It's more or less confirmed anyway, because I was going to put in the effort to get my place in university, so it'll be fun. But that means the wheels are turning. I just need to figure out a date between when you're leaving college, which will be within like the first 2 weeks of June, and then between then and the 9th of September. Well, I'd say maybe the 1st of September. I don't know. I want to be in and settled by August, to where I'm staying. So, but I'll still be making videos as usual and try to get those out. There might be a little gap in between. Our next point is Friday videos. So, yes, this has been uploaded on Friday. But as for producing videos on Fridays, it's not been something we've really been bang on with for a while. I mean, we had the series Figure Friday. If you're unfamiliar, for instance, I don't know, take this Luke Skywalker, who's from this set. He's actually exclusive to this set because, you could get other versions of this Luke with one with two tan hands or one black hand. But we'd look at him as a variant. So, we'd take the minifigure. Right, we talk about all the sets he's come in. The series was called Figure Friday for any of you guys who have not been watching the channel long enough to remember that. But we've not done an episode since April. The reason is, in the month of May, I don't do anything. I only put my effort and my time into my army videos, and I just never brought it back after that. It's a series that's had kind of quite a few hiatuses on the channel, which is unfortunate, but something that I do plan to try and correct. But we'll try and get at least 2 Friday videos a month. That's my goal, because, I tend to be quite busy on Fridays. I mean, normally I'd be at work right now instead of filming this, so there is that. And the next point is Clone Army preparation. So, with just over 2 months to go, I'm starting to prep things, starting to get my layout, figure out which clone trooper I have the most of and stuff, because, fun fact, as much as I have a lot of these clone troopers here, where's another one? As much as these used to be my biggest legion, the 501st, it no longer is. See, actually, I'm not going to reveal it because it would, I can't wait to do the reveal in the army video, but, in terms of what legion I have the most of now, that'll be who leads the army. And the army's going to have a completely different layout to what it has been the last couple of years. If you want a rough idea, go watch Clone Army 2020 edition to figure out what I'm talking about. If you go watch the 2020 edition, you'll see the layout I'm going to be using. Something similar to that, but obviously, that layout was to contain 60-something clones, maybe? Or less? No, probably 30-something clones. I don't know, that video was, really tiny. Just imagine that, but on a bigger scale. I'm trying to get as many of those new battle packs as possible, try and build up that legion, because my goal that I set in 2023's video was to go from 146 to 250 clone troopers. And, and if we can exceed that, that's brilliant. And I'm happy to say that we're doing really well with the goal. I'm not going to say if I've exceeded it or if I've not exceeded it, but you are going to really love the end result with all that. But anyway, this has been the channel update for March. A very long video, but I don't really do, mega long videos unless it's, complex, detailed reviews. It's not, unless I was, if I was reviewing both of these sets together, that would be a long video. But, yeah, I'm so excited. We're going to try and get some really good videos done this month. But anyway, I'll see you guys on Tuesday for an episode of Collecting Every Lego Clone Trooper. Thanks for watching.